Welcome to the Chamber Corner. We got a good show for you this week, or this month, actually, I should say. We are going to talk about the Caney Fork River and things that are associated with it and things that are going on around that. We've got some interviews for the folks with Edgar Evans State Park. We're going to talk about Cordell Hull and Cordell Hull Lake and Center Hill Lake and some of the things that are going on around that. And then we got some a short video of some very adventurous folks that took a trip down the Caney Fork River, and so I think you'll enjoy that. They did it on May the 4th, and the river was up quite a bit. They had 2 generators going, and it was a quick trip. They made 22 miles. Well, I'll let them tell you that. Anyway, we got a good show for you. Kim Cedar's coming by to talk about some things that are going on with the Drug Coalition, and I guess, I forgot one of our big segments. Seasoned with Grace. We got a segment for that, and Miss Grace Harville is going to do some cooking for us, and we're really proud of that young lady, and we're glad to show you what she can do on our show. So anyway, stay tuned, and we got a lot of things coming up for you.
Hi, I'm Grace Harville, and welcome to another episode of Seasoned with Grace. Since this month everything is greening up outside and the temperatures are rising a little bit, I thought, why not fix a delicious, refreshing drink? So this month I'm going to be fixing a delicious green punch recipe. It's really simple, and we're going to start with a container of orange juice concentrate that's been thawed, a large container of pineapple juice, one and a half cups of sugar, 2 packets of lemon lime Kool-Aid, there we go, and enough water to fill this up to be a gallon. Next, we're going to mix the drink together. This recipe actually came from my great-grandmother, Beatrice Kemp, and she used to fix it for function of all different sorts. Christmas, birthday parties, all different sorts of functions. And in fact, we fixed it for Mr. Bill Reese's production of I'll Be Home for Christmas, 1943. Everybody loved it. And we garnished ours with some frozen red cranberries, but this being a seasonal drink, you can also garnish it with some orange slices, lemon slices, or even lime slices if you like. All right, the punch is ready. And I'm going to take a sample drink just to make sure it tastes all right. What a delicious, refreshing drink for springtime. If you would like the recipe for my green punch or any of the recipes that I've done on Seasoned with Grace, you can email me at graceharville1738@gmail.com. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope your day is seasoned with grace. We'll see you next time.
We're at the Edgar Evans State Park, and we're here with Ranger Halfaker. Well, Brad, let me let you introduce yourself and tell them exactly where we are. You'll be a little more precise than I am.
All right. Well, I'm Ranger Brad Halfaker, and welcome to Edgar Evans State Park. We've got a beautiful 6,000 acres state park here in DeKalb County, and just love for y'all to come out and visit us.
Okay, and you may say, well, now you're the Smith County Chamber of Commerce. What are you doing in DeKalb County? Well, let me explain that. We're like a mile off of where we're standing right now, and it's the Center Hill Lake, and a lot of folks come in, and we have a lot of businesses that they get business off of folks that are coming here. And so this is sort of a collaborative effort. And Suzanne, if you happen to be watching this, we're pushing your county. But anyway, we get a lot of folks that go back and forth, Smith and DeKalb County, and we're all in the Upper Cumberland here. And so we try to work together. And I wanted to come to Edgar Evans State Park because this is such a wonderful park here. Now, it is a reservation, or you correct me on the right word, that's cut out of the Corps properties. Is that right?
That's correct. We are a kind of a lease property with the Corps of Engineers, and you can kind of see the Corps' handiwork in a lot of our buildings and a lot of our structures. But we are a lease property through the Corps of Engineers, and a collaborative thing. We work hand in hand with the Corps, and got a great relationship with our local Corps.
Right. Well, now let's talk about the park. We're standing in the visitor center right now, like there's a display that has items that a person can buy. This observation tower in the back here. What can you see if you climb to the top of that?
Well, when you climb up to the top, you got a great view of Center Hill Dam, and you can look out and see the lake, and you'll see Center Hill Dam over, kind of right over here, kind of where my arm is pointing at. There's 98 steps to the top of the tower. And it's a spiral, so if you go up real fast, you might get a little dizzy. And don't be afraid. You will feel the wind blowing it back and forth a little bit, but that's just fine. It's just safe. This was here. The office and everything was built in 1975 when we opened. And the towers, everybody comes here, that's the first thing they want to do is climb our tower.
Oh, I'm sure, and see the view. Now, there are other amenities in the park.
Yes.
What else do you have?
Well, we've got cabins. We've got 36 cabin units that sleep up to 6 adults. And we got some of them getting remodeled as we speak. We got A, E, and F building that's getting an upgrade, getting some nice new flooring, some granite countertops, and some things like that. We've also got picnic shelters. We got 3 series of 3 good-sized shelters for folks to have family reunions or family meetings. We have a leased operation inside of our park, the Edgar Evans Marina, that has a restaurant and slip rentals and houseboat and pontoon rentals. We also have if you're staying at our cabins, we have our own little courtesy dock for you to have a place to moor your boat while you're staying here at the cabins. And also camping. We've got the most unique campsites of any state park in this area, and probably in the eastern United States. Our campsites are up on camping decks. You're up off the ground. You back your RV and our camper right out there on them. And we got about 30 of them that actually overlook the water.
Okay, and you have boat ramps too, I believe.
Yes, sir. We've got 2 put-ins here at the park. Actually, we actually have a third one that's across the lake over at the Indian Creek side on Highway 70 over there up from Liberty. But we have 2 right here in the park. One of them is mainly used for kayaks and canoes and things that's easy to be offloaded because the water's down so low. It's not really usable. It is usable now. You could launch a boat in there off of ramp 1, but ramp 2 is the one everybody goes to launch.
Okay. Now, one of the other reasons that we're here is we're right at the Caney Fork River is what Center Hill Dam is based on, basically. The Caney Fork runs through it from east. I hope I got my directions right, or more like southeast.
Right.
And it comes through, and of course it spills out under Center Hill Dam and feeds, and that's where it goes into Smith County and the Caney Fork. It's 26 miles from the dam to the Cumberland River, and you're going to be shocked, but me and 2 other folks, we actually kayaked that yesterday.
Wow.
And it was really fun.
I bet
So and we're trying to let people know, what they've got here to be able to come to, plus they can go down to Caney Fork and kayak. Is there anything we've missed that you'd want to tell somebody?
Well, and also we've got some great trails. We've got beautiful hiking trails. The trail here at the park office, the Highland Rim, in the spring is one of our great trails to highlight the spring wildflowers that's coming up. Also, if you're into birding, this is a beautiful park to do that. But we've got 5 trails that we've got in use right now. One of them is a longer, close to 10 mile in length, the Merritt Ridge and Millennium trail loops that connect to each other. You're getting almost 10 miles worth of hiking in on that trail. So it's lots to do here. Plenty of picnic tables that overlook the lake, and just a good place to come out and bring a good family environment.
Okay, well, we will definitely be telling people about it. Brad, thank you for letting us come up and talk with you.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right, we're still here at the Edgar Evans Park, and Kim Cedar has come up. Kim, thanks for coming up.
Well, thank you.
I think you had some things the Drug Coalition's doing that you wanted to tell the folks about.
Yes, absolutely. May 20th is going to be our take-back event, our drug take-back event at Carthage City Park from 12 to 3. So if you have any unused prescription medication and you want to be able to dispose of it safely, just bring it down to the park. We also have, if May 20th isn't going to work out for you, we have 2 disposal sites in Smith County, one at the Carthage Police Department and then another at the Sheriff's Department. And those are open 24/7. You just walk in the front door and you can dispose of any kind of medication there. It is not a needle disposal site, so we just want to make sure that you do know that, but it is for any kind of prescription medication.
Okay, and I think you had a couple of, you're doing a teacher training sometime in the future?
Yes, well, the Drug Coalition, part of what we do is to educate the community. So we're very blessed to be able to talk to the teachers during their in-service time this summer. We'll be providing some training for them on local county data as well as suicide prevention. So we're very happy about that. And then the next time you guys will see us will be at the Smith County Fair. So we hope to see you all at our booth there.
All right. Well, Kim, thanks for coming by.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Okay, we're still here at Edgar Evans, and we asked Miss Ashley Webster. She's a park ranger with the Corps of Engineers over at Cordell Hall.
Yes, sir, I am.
Now, that's not too far away from here. One of the things that I wanted to ask you, there's a contrast here. You know, Center Hill is the older lake, and it's based on the Caney Fork River, which is a way smaller than the Cumberland River, to say the least. But it's a fairly large lake. Now, the difference between Center Hill and Cordell Hall is it's a river lake where you're not so much in flood control, you're more in just letting it pass. Maybe you can put it in better words than I can.
Okay, well, Center Hill, like you were mentioning, Billy, is a tributary that leads into the Cumberland River through the Caney, while Cordell Hall actually is a direct river on the actual Cumberland River. And with that being said, the Cordell Hall was not did not come into existence for flood control at this particular project. We came in existence obviously for hydroelectric power, but also navigation.
Okay, and you have a lock there, which is different than Center Hill. Center Hill has no lock, obviously.
Correct. So Cordell Hall Dam actually is a low head dam, so we have a lock.
Okay. Now, Cordell Hall, there's a lot of things that go on around there. I know, number one, you've got the Defeated Creek Marina,
yes,
where people can go to. Number two, you've got probably one of the most popular campgrounds in the country. I know this one here is very popular, but Defeated Creek Marina and the Defeated Creek Campground seem to be very popular. Okay, you've got those two things there. What kind of things maybe you've got going on, say, 10 or 15 days from now, going for about the next 30 days?
Okay, we actually have a handful of open public events, as well as some for our campers. To kind of go down the list, May 20th is our kickoff of National Safe Boating Week. It's a nationwide holiday. To kick off that event, we're actually having a Ready, Set, Wear It event at Roaring River, located in Jackson County, Gainesboro, Tennessee. So that event takes place at 12:30, and it's a worldwide event that gets people together to become aware of life jacket wearing and awareness. So everyone gets together, puts their life jacket on, and attends for a group photograph. The same day, May 20th, which is a Saturday, we have a dam tour, which is open to the public. It's a dam and lock tour. That tour, in order to be able to attend it, get on our website or call our office, and you're able to get the form that you would have to fill out ahead of time and submit to our office for a brief background check.
That's pretty special, because you don't do that all the time, do you?
We do not. We have 2 tours scheduled for the summer. One is May 20th, that starts at 9 a.m. The other one, I believe, is June 17th.
So if you're in the viewing area and like you're pretty far out, be a real opportunity to see something you don't normally get to see.
Yes, so please coordinate with our office. We'd love to to have you on our tour.
Okay. Well, have you got anything else out kind of into the future?
Well, at Defeated Creek Campground, I'm looking at incorporating a lot of interpretive events with our campers. For Memorial Day weekend, I'm actually looking at having a coloring contest with our young campers, to get them involved and aware about water safety.
Okay. So that means I'm out.
Yeah, I can give you a coloring sheet if you want one.
Okay.
And you can submit it.
All right. Well, I might bring my granddaughter then too.
There you go.
I know you did a tour for her Girl Scout troop, and they got to look around the trail there. What do you call it? Turkey Creek?
Turkey Creek Nature Trail. It's right there by our visitor center. It's a half-mile trail. It's open to the public to hike 7 days a week. The great thing, like you were mentioning, Billy, is one of my main duties is to get out in the community and do interpretive and outreach programs. So if anyone has a group of any size, almost any location, I would love to come to you and talk to your group about water safety, pollinators, do a fur pelt program, pollution, recycling, even hydroelectric power. I can speak on that as well.
Okay, well, I know it was a good program for them. It's very enjoyable. Okay, well, is there anything else that you'd like to leave with the folks before you go? And we're talking about Cordell Hull Dam here.
Yes, Cordell Hull Lake. Come on out to us. Like Billy mentioned, we have two great campgrounds, actually two very popular campgrounds, Defeated Creek Campground and Salt Lick Campground. And I actually just checked the reservations for the solar eclipse in August, and we are not booked up yet. So definitely get on our reservation system called NRRS or recreation.gov, or call to make your reservation at 1-877-444-6777.
Yeah, and just to warn you, August 21st at 1:28 p.m., there's going to be a total solar eclipse in Smith County. Exit 258 is right dead center in what's going to happen. And, of course, that means Cordell Hull Lake, all your campgrounds, and everything is going to be right there in it. Totality is going to be like 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and it's going to start about noon, go to about 4, and it's going to be a big event, and that would be a wonderful opportunity to have a campsite there. So I'm glad to know that. So as of, what is today, May the
5th.
As of May the 5th, there aren't any, there are many
numerous reservations to be made. So definitely come, stay with us. And I'm looking at probably doing some special programs that weekend before it for our campers.
Well, and I know we're going to be having some parties in Smith County, and I know Defeated Creek Marina's planning on a festival that weekend. So we got a lot of stuff that's going to be going on in August. So we'd love to have you. Okay, Ashley, thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it.
It was wonderful. Thank you.
And we appreciate what you guys do for us here.
Thank you.
Okay, we're still here at Edgar Evans State Park, and we're at the Interpretive Center. We kind of moved down to a different building. There's a lot of nice displays here. Miss Sarah Peace with the Corps of Engineers is here with us. And Sarah, you're going to tell us a little bit about what this is, a leased property to the state and the Corps of Engineer in the Corps of an Engineer property. So tell us a little bit about the relationship and kind of some of the things that are going on from your perspective.
All right, well, like you said, I am a park ranger for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. And a lot of times people do not think park rangers with the Army, but we do exist. And what happened was in the 30s, they purchased about 38,000 acres of property to impound the lake. And about 20,000 of that is now land all around the water. Oh. So that leaves a lot of land to be managed. And that's how we kind of came around to be. And we outgranted a lot of those areas to state parks like Edgar Evans. And then we also have marinas that we actually have 9 of them all around the lake. So we work with those, the marinas and the state parks, whenever they're wanting to do improvements, whether it's add slips at a marina or add campsites. We want to work with them on that because although we are the ones that manage the property, we want them to take it to the best level they can so that all of our visitors can enjoy it to the best of their abilities.
Okay, and who can use the parks and the facilities around here?
Anyone that wants to come outside, we welcome them.
Okay, and are there any fees or anything like that that's associated with the use of any particular area of the park?
Well, state parks may have their own fees when it comes to camping. Now, we also have our own campgrounds that are operated by the Corps of Engineers. That's Raglan Bottom, Floating Mill, and then below the dam is Long Branch. And we have camping fees with them as well. And we have day use areas around the lake that offers beaches and playgrounds, ramps, bathroom facilities, and those have a $5 fee per vehicle.
Okay, so if somebody gets off exit 258, that's Gordonsville, Carthage, and they can head about any direction, and they can hit a core property or a campground or something to see or do, can't they?
Yeah, and they've got Cordell Hole on one side, and they've got Center Hill Lake on the other, so there's plenty of opportunities to get outside.
Okay, I live in Lancaster. Pardon me, for you locals, it's Lancaster, but Lancaster. I live down there, and we always loved being near the rivers and the lakes and the fishing and everything. And of course, my family's been here for years. I noticed the pictures that you have up here of the home community, people of the Caney Fork Valley. I actually know some of those names. It's kind of strange when you walk in. What events do you have going on? Starting, I don't know, just tell me something in May, maybe June.
Well, starting off in May 20th through the 26th is National Safe Boating Week. And so that's an event where we just try to encourage everyone to be safe. They're getting that start to their summer. This may be the first time they're going out on a boat since last year. So we've partnered with some of the marinas around the lake where if you get caught, whether wearing a life jacket or doing something safe relating to boating, maybe a dad's teaching his son how to properly inspect his boat beforehand, you get entered into a drawing for some great prizes. We've got free camping, we've got pontoon rides, life jackets, some really cool stuff that people can win to try to encourage some safe boating. Then also that weekend, the 20th and 21st, at Edgar Evans State Park, they're having a powwow. So we're gonna have all kinds of cool stuff going on that's Native Americans based, and we'll be over there, so make sure you come and visit us.
Is that open to everybody?
Yeah, I believe it's a $3 fee to come into the area, but it's open for anybody who wants to come. I was at it last year. It was a really cool event.
Okay, now, and so I'll remember, where is that and when?
It's at Edgar Evans State Park, and it's on May 20th and 21st.
Okay, that sounds really neat. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No problem. June 10th, we have our Get Outdoors Day, and we have that at Floating Mill and Hurricane Marina, and it's a really cool event. It's free to anybody. It's free family fun. We have free pontoon rides, music, food, games. We're just trying to get everybody outside and active and enjoy all these things that we have to offer. Then we move into some of our weekend programs throughout the summer. And then in July, hopefully at the end of July, we haven't confirmed a date yet, but we're going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony for our new trail at Hurricane Bridge. It's an old campground that we're converting into a trail thanks to a grant provided by DeKalb County. And then finally, at the end of the summer, we're wrapping things up with a solar eclipse. So anybody that doesn't have a place to go to yet, we're going to have a viewing on top of the dam there. So it's going to be a great spot, lots of open sky to come out and see what's going on, that big solar eclipse everyone's talking about.
Well, I know State ECD and the Tourism Department have predicted that we're going to have a large, unprecedented influx of people coming in on August 21st. So it's good that you're going to have these venues open for them to be able to do that. We're Smith County, we're setting aside some spaces for people to park, and so anywhere in this area is going to be a good place to view, I think.
Yeah, I think so. If you fill them up at Smith County, send them down our way.
Oh, and same here, yeah. Okay, well, Sarah, is there anything else we need to mention, or?
I think that's everything I got right now. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, and we appreciate you talking with us.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here at the Interpretive Center at Edgar Evans State Park, and Brad Halfacre is here with us. He's a park ranger here. And Brad, you were going to tell us a little bit about the Interpretive Center and some of the stuff that's in here?
Yes, this area of the park is set up kind of a hands-on room and building. We've got a lot of the park history. This particular room we're in right now is our hands-on part. It's for guests to come in, look at a skull, they can pick it up and touch it. We do want people to touch. We got some butterflies, some fossils, snake skins, some good fish mounts up here. I didn't catch this one, but I did actually catch that crappie up there.
Oh, okay.
That is. I donated that because my wife got tired of it hanging on our wall, so I brought it down here for a good show. But also all this over here, we've got some. This American chestnut tree, which is kind of unheard of around these parks,
right.
Due to the blight. But we've actually planted some blight-resistant saplings. We hope we got that in back in the winter, about February, and got them in the ground. So we've got about 20-something blight-resistant chestnut saplings that we're hopefully gonna going to get to make
Oh, that
some
would
good
be great if you
chestnut
could
trees.
do a comeback
so we
on
got
that.
some of that over here, but we got a lot of the just stuff talking about the lake and the river in general. And then as you go on in the room, of course, we've got our wildlife room where people can view some pelts and see some mountains of some deer. And there's a few snakes, and we actually have a live snake in here. And also it talks about the history of Center Hill Dam, Edgar Evans State Park, and the Caney Fork River area. Kind of what life was like on the river before it was dammed up.
Oh, okay. Well, I noticed you got a fish display. It's a aquarium without water in it.
Exactly. It's a great aquarium. It's easy to take care of. But that in there just it kind of shows what people can get an idea of what kind of fish live in the lake. If they not, you'd be amazed. A lot of people don't really realize how many different fish species we have living there, and how much fun they are to catch.
Yeah. Well, this is a great building. I really appreciate you letting us see it, and I'm hoping that we'll get a lot more people coming to look at it. Now, you get a lot of visitors in here anyway, don't you?
We do, and we've got several events that's coming up here pretty soon. Sarah mentioned the powwow. That's going to be the May 20th and 21st. And down here at our peninsula, we'll actually be running a shuttle. We don't have a lot of places to park, but we'll be running shuttles back and forth. And that's put on with our Boy Scout Troop 875. They're out of Silver Point. They do that, and but it's a great event for the whole family. Then later on, one of our big things, I'm going to have a kids fishing tournament on June the 17th here at the park. Free, it's just children 12 and under come out. We'll have some poles. If they don't have their own fishing pole, we'll be having some poles and some bait, but just something fun for the family. We have some pretty good prizes. Last year I was able to give every child that showed up a fishing pole. So
okay,
it was
that's
very,
wonderful.
Very nice. And then one of our big things we enjoy doing is our Junior Ranger Camp, and that is July, the third week in July. It'll be a Monday through Friday camp, and the kids come out here. It's a day camp. They get here from 8 to 12, and they do different things. We go hiking. We do some survival skills, some water safety, and then we top it off. I think this year we're going to top it off with a canoe trip down the Caney Fork. So it's a good thing. That costs $25. But we'll be open and we'll have registration for that coming up here in May pretty quick. So
Where do they call to?
they can call the park office.
Do you know that number?
That's 931-858-2114.
Okay.
To get information on that.
All right, this is good to know. If you're in the DTC viewing area, this is available to you. It's right in, it's right near you, anywhere you are if you're viewing this show. So we'd like to invite you to come down. Brad, thank you for telling us about the Interpretive Center.
Yeah, and keep in mind, like y'all talked about the eclipse, we're going to be right here expecting a big crowd for that as well too.
Oh yeah,
I think the whole area is.
We're going to have a lot of visitors, and they're going to be from all over the place.
Right. And we're welcome to the area.
All right, well, Brad, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we just finished a trip on the Caney Fork River. We came across at the Cumberland here, and we're at the Carthage boat ramp. This is Mr. Cole Ebel and
Virginia Salamini.
Yeah, and we just finished a trip. Cole, we put in, we went and looked at the dam. Anyway, we got in the Caney Fork at the headwaters there. And how long did it take us to get here?
We got in here. We got in at the headwaters. Is that a correct fact?
Yeah, that is a fact. There's no doubt about it.
I will say that from Happy Hollow to here took us 3 hours and 45 minutes at 2 generators and whatever was coming out of the bottom of the dam. About pretty close to right after we got to South Carthage, you took off your jacket. We got to see your yellow shirt. That was an exciting time. And
yellow shirt and a pink kayak.
Pink kayak. That was pretty exciting, and I think it took us to get to from Happy Hollow to Betty's Island was a half hour. From Betty's Island to Stonewall was an hour. From Stonewall to Carthage was about 45 minutes, and the rest of it was here. So pretty good timing.
Yeah, and you may wonder, well, what is the point of that? Well, we wanted you guys to know that watch this show. You're right next to and right in the middle of one of the best rivers really to get down and enjoy and kayak. And even in a yellow shirt and a pink kayak, you can have fun in it.
That's right.
Yeah. Virginia, did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I'm soaking wet today because it rained on us and my legs feel like Jell-O. But yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, it's a good day. And you can pick a warm day and sometime in the summer. This is May the 4th, and it's a little early to be starting kayaking on the Caney Fork. Would you agree with that?
I would strongly disagree with that.
Oh, really? Okay, go ahead.
Any time is a good time to get out on the Caney Fork River. This would probably be actually the least ideal situation for most kayakers because of how fast the water is going. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody as far as the levels go, but any time is a good time to get out as long as it's not generating the way it is today.
yeah, I'll have to say, if you're not experienced, I wouldn't advise getting on it the way it is today. But it was a lot of fun. It was pretty fast, and we really enjoyed it. Got to see the whole river. First time I've ever done that. Got to see it from the beginning to the end on this section anyway. Well, folks, if you get a chance, come down, go to Happy Hollow or up at Center Hill Dam and get in and just kind of enjoy the Caney Fork River. There's a lot of folks travel in here to do that. And it's a good day. Any day you're on the Caney Fork, is that right?
That's right.
All right, folks. Thank you. And Cole, appreciate you being with us.
And thank you for having me out.
And Virginia, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right, we're doing our segment here on the Caney Fork River, and we've been talking about, Edgar Evans Park, and we talked about Cordell Hull, and now we're at Caney Fork Outdoors, and this is Miss Janice Martin. Janice, these folks out of here, tell them, I'll tell you what, let you introduce yourself. Tell them who you are and what you do here.
I'm Janice Martin. We're down here at the Big Rock Market in Caney Fork Outdoors. We've been here 45 years. We do canoeing, kayak rentals. We sell kayaks. We're one of the largest dealers in the state of Tennessee for kayaks. If you're looking for a kayak, you need to get down here to take a look at them.
Yeah, and you sell Jackson kayaks and
Hobie.
Okay.
Hobie, and we sell Old Town canoes and kayaks, and we sell new canoes.
And be careful coming down here. She sold me too, and I really like them. By the way, I really enjoy them. Yeah, we're sitting here. You got paddles. You got all the paraphernalia. You got fishing gear.
Right, we've got everything that you could possibly want for kayaking. We call it everything for kayaking. So. Okay,
well now tell me this: you also do tours or trips, rentals? Is that right?
We do canoes and kayak rentals. We've been doing those for 40 years now. We do trips up and down the Caney Fork River, and we do kayaks, and we do canoes also. We do both.
When I say me and my family say we live in Kentucky or wherever, all from here, and we want to. There's 6 of us, and we want to come down and do a trip. So what do we need to bring? Do we need to bring anything?
You don't. All you need to do is you can come, and we pack food. We pack lunches and everything. We have all kinds of full deli and menu here that we can pack to go to the river with you. Only thing you need to bring is you need to bring your water shoes. You need to bring your clothes that you don't care to get wet on the river, maybe a hat. We provide those too, and we have the clothes. If you don't have the clothes, we sell those too. We sell all kinds of clothes that are made for the water.
Now you've got a place in Nashville too, is that right?
Yes, we do. We have a place out at the Donaldson Plaza. That's exit 216 in the old Donaldson Plaza there, Caney Fork Outdoors, Nashville.
Okay, now, and Janice, you've been a chamber member for about 3 years now, and we appreciate you being a member of the Smith County Chamber of Commerce. It means a lot to us. And I know we tell a lot of people about your store, and one thing I want to mention, you mentioned the food. It's good food, folks. I eat here a lot.
Barbecue. We do barbecue. We do hickory smoked barbecue. We do smoked turkey, brisket, pork shoulder, and we cook it on hickory wood all night. No electric, no propane, just old hickory wood.
Okay, now is that you or Joel that does the cooking?
Well, my husband and son-in-law does the cooking. I don't do any of the meat.
Okay.
I don't do any of that.
Yeah, because I see you on the river all the time picking people up and dropping them off.
Well, that's where I'd rather be, is on the river.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a big event coming up next weekend on May the 13th called Waterpalooza. It's an annual event. It's a big demo day. We put 75 to 100 kayaks on the water back here in Edgar Evans State Park. And then we have where you you can come and get in those kayaks, try those out, talk to all the company reps about those boats, and we have kayak races. We have a whole yak zone for kids. We give away little trophies, and we're giving away $6,000 worth of prizes. We're giving away a Hobie kayak this year. We're giving away a Jackson Kayak Mayfly. We're giving away a Jackson Kayak Coosa HD. So you got 3 different kayaks you could win that day.
Okay, and I know I drive by here, and I've stopped a few times, and there's a lot of people here at the store, but the actual event is taking part in the park?
Well, it takes place in the park. The demoing on the water takes place there. But here at the store, we have the festival. We have live music. We've got 3 bands lined up to play. We have all of our vendors that set up here. We play all kinds of games and give away prizes for those things. We have all kinds of food. We even got kettle corn this year that we're going to have that you'll be able to get. But we have great deals on the paddles, life jackets, everything that we sell for kayaking. There will be something for you to come and see.
Okay, now if you're watching this and May 13th already passed, it happens again next year, right?
Yes, it is. It's an annual event, and it always falls on Mother's Day weekend.
Okay, so Mother's Day weekend, they just remember that. And if they want to get a deal on a kayak, they really, they could wait till next year, but don't you have another event or something? You're going to do something in October.
Well, we have an event in October that we put on too, and we have pumpkin race down the river actually, and it's a lot of fun. The kids really enjoy it. They pick up the pumpkins and what have you and win prizes for those. So if you just follow us on Facebook, Caney Fork Outdoors or Big Rock Market, we post those events on Facebook.
Okay, and so, but that's a good time. They can get a deal on a kayak anytime.
Oh yes, we have hundreds of kayaks in stock. So you can come anytime and get a kayak.
And
you can come and try those out too. We do demos where you can come and try before you buy.
Yeah, and if you watch this and you see where we went down to Caney Fork yesterday, by the way, we went down to Caney Fork yesterday.
I bet that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
And a fast trip.
It was a fast trip, and you know what? It was not crowded.
I bet it wasn't.
we did not see another boat. But anyway, the 2 kayaks that I bought from you, they went down the river with us, and I really like my boats.
Those track very straight and true because those are Jackson kayaks. There's no kayak on the market that tracks truer than a Jackson kayak.
Well, I really enjoy mine. Well, Janice, I think we're going to go in the store maybe and look around a little bit. Might do some footage so people can see what you got in there.
Sounds great.
Is there anything else we missed, or give them your contact information?
We also have cabins on the river too. If you decide that you want to come up and stay on the river, we have cabins on the river too. So you can spend the night on the river and float the river the next day too.
Okay, and that's on the highway going toward Lancaster.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's right below the Center Hill Dam.
Okay, all right. Well, tell them your contact information again.
You can contact us at 931-858-5222. That's our phone number. And then we have a website, CF Outdoors. .com, and you can contact us there too if you need to, but or you can contact us through Facebook on Caney Fork Outdoors or Big Rock Market.
Okay. All right. Well, Janice, thank you for letting us come by and see you. And if I need a paddle, I know where to come.
Oh, yes. We've got all kinds.
All right. Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed our show today. We've actually run through a lot of things. I wanted to run through a few happenings that's going on in the county and around October. May the 19th, Coffee Conversations with Representative Terry Lynn Weaver. And if you've been watching the state legislature, there's some interesting stuff going on, and you might want to come up to the chamber. It's at the Smith County Chamber of Commerce, and just talk with Terry Lynn and find out about some of the fun stuff they've been having going on down at the legislature. In fact, this past week, I understand they had a lot of fun. So anyway, we're looking forward to hearing her talk about that. On May the 20th, the 13th annual Carthage Rotary Golf Tournament at the Golden Eagle Golf Club, and I believe that's in Putnam County, is taking place. And if you want to register for that, they've got registration forms. You can get them there at the chamber, or you can talk to the Rotary member. Mrs. Bridgewater's Chicken Extravaganza. I have a poster here. I'm going to just grab it real quick. And it's on May the 20th And they have chicken judging, arts and crafts, food, music, antiques, quilts, games, prizes, and that is at Dixon Springs, Tennessee. And if you don't know where that is, just come to Carthage, go out Highway 25 toward Hartsville, and you'll run right into the middle of Dixon Springs. And that's a nice little town there. Also, we have the drug take-back event that Kim talked about. It's taking place at the Carthage City Park. Then the Pregnancy Help Center, they're having a fundraiser with Pampered Chef, and I believe I've got a brochure on it right here. And it's May the 20th at 1 p.m., 108 College Avenue, Carthage, and it says bring a friend and join the fun. And you can shop directly from the show link. It's www.pamperedchef.com/go/PHCSC20. Probably shouldn't have started that, but anyway, you can talk to them at the Pregnancy Help Center, or you can let them know. May 20th is the Rotary Golf Tournament, and we had talked about that. That's the 13th annual, and that's May 20th, and we've got applications for you at the chamber. And then let's see, on May the 27th, actually, let's go up to the 26th at Hartsville, the 14th annual golf scramble at the golf club there in Mount Juliet, and that's for the Rotary Club as well. The 27th of May, Main Street Yard Sale in Carthage, and this is the first time they've done this. It's going to start at 8 a.m. and go to 4 p.m., and what they're doing is they're opening the whole town up. They're going to block Main Street off, and they're going to have folks selling yard sale stuff. Anything that you would see in a yard sale, you'll see there, from new to old, borrowed, blue, anything that you can think of, it'll be there, and you can go in the stores. I know River's Edge Antiques and Step Into the Past Antiques, I know they'll both be open. Wish 86 will be open. These are all chamber members, and they support what's going on in there. And then also the 19th annual historic Granville Heritage Day is taking place in Granville, Tennessee. So if you want to have some fun and see something unusual or something you've never seen before, you can go to Granville and you can get that. Oh, one thing I want to back up a little bit. The Smith County Noon Rotary is having a Boston butt and rib sale. Their deadline is May the 18th, and a full rack of ribs is like $15, and a Boston butt is like $30. So don't forget to support them in that. Also in June, we're looking at the Folk Medicine Festival, and it's downtown Red Boiling Springs, so you can go up there and see about that. Then Smith County High, the high school band is doing their 5K color run and fun run, and that's all Saturday, June the 3rd. And then we swap all the way down to June the 24th, the Highway 25 Trash and Treasures Yard Sale. That's the entire length of the Highway 25, going from Robertson County all the way to where it ends in Smith County, and it'll be coming down Main Street there, and we're going to have another yard sale then. So don't forget these events. And is there anything else that I have? Okay, I guess that's it. Folks, we thank you for tuning in. Smith County is a great place to live, work, and play, and we're glad you're watching this, and we hope you'll come visit us in Smith County if you don't live there. And if you do live here in Smith County, we hope you'll go out and do some business with some of our chamber members and help our economy and have some fun while you're doing it. Folks, we appreciate you. God bless you, and we'll see you next month on the Chamber Corner.